Hi, hello. I'm doing a quick Decidueye recap video now that I've done like 30 some Decidueyes with 100 different people. And I wanted to talk about some of the raids counters I built earlier. If you're looking for like a one-shot build or a solo build, technically Bellibolt and Miriadon can both solo it. But more importantly, I want to try to do a quick video here. I built 5 physical raid counters and 4 special raid counters. Turns out that Decidueye is physical, which is perfect because my 5 raid counters work great. I'm only going to focus on 3 today. Feel like even though I can provide the tools of these are how you should build the Pokemon with EVs and stats and their moves, sometimes people are having trouble trying to pilot these Pokemon and using them in the most effective way. So I just want to run through just the 3 Pokemon, and then that kind of applies to everything because each Pokemon is a bit different. So we're going to start with Miriadon with the Terrain Extender, and it's the same EV spread that I suggested here. The only move we changed on this is Charge. Originally, I had Calm Mind, but after testing, I actually like Charge a lot more. With Miriadon, it's pretty basic. You're kind of like full attack, and I'm under the assumption that you're playing with other people, right? This is going to be 2 parts. One, what you should do, and then what other people should do if they're not playing your character or you're like your class, right? So if you're with a Miriadon, you're going to want to be supporting it. So that would be like Acid Spray or Chilling Water, Healing or Attack Cheer. If you see the Miriadon, you want to support it, right? And if you're the Miriadon, you'll probably want to start off with a Metal Sound. If you are seeing other Pokemon using Acid Spray, then you can set up for a Charge, and then you'll want to Electro Drift. And at that point, if you don't end up knocking it out, which is totally fine, the shield goes up. At that point, there's no point in charging. When the shield is up, really no point in charging. What you want to do when the shield is up is you just want to get to Terra as fast as possible. So that's going to be it doesn't even matter if it's Electro Drift or Parabolic Charge. You just want to get to Terra. And then once you go back to Terra, then you can break through that. So if you're not the Miriadon, you want to support that. If you are the Miriadon, you want to try to do as much damage as possible before shields, get to Terra as fast as possible, and break through. If the Miriadon has to stop to cheer, that means the other teammates probably aren't optimizing what they can do. Miriadon obviously can cheer and might need to cheer when needed, but the more time spent Miriadon is cheering, the longer you're in the raid, and that's more opportunities for Decidueye to get crits. That's more opportunities for Decidueye to knock somebody out. Opportunities for Decidueye to reset up Sword Stance. The held item I have here on is Terrain Extender. Just go ahead and go over that real quick. I've one-shot Decidueye plenty of times with this exact Miriadon. I've seen some people suggest Life Orb, Magnet. That's all fine. I'm looking for consistency, right? So when I'm doing these raid builds, I'm building consistent Pokemon that can work with different people and different people's Pokemon. Again, if you're looking for a one-shot situation, you're probably coordinating that with friends, and that's more than doable, right? I'm looking for a consistent build that kind of works in every kind of situation. So Terrain Extender lets Electric Terrain last 8 turns instead of 5. Even in a situation where you're Metal Sounding 3 times and then charging and then Electro Drift, that's 5. And then your Electric Terrain is gone. Terrain does give you a 30% boost for all electric attacks being used. That's you and your teammates. It also prevents sleep, but that's not an issue here. I've had no problems with the Terrain Extender. I think it's great. Having no one need to worry about resetting Electric Terrain is an absolute delight. So next is Bellibolt with the Big Root. Big Root does stack with Parabolic Charge, so you get more health back. And I was running Parabolic Charge, Acid Spray, Reflect, and Chilling Water. Reflect was on my original build. Again, because you're seeing so many Miriadons in raids, you don't have to set your own Electric Terrain. Well, like I just explained, Electric Terrain is so good. It benefits every electric Pokemon here on the field. And so the way you play Bellibolt is actually really important. I think Bellibolt is actually the best Pokemon you can bring to this raid. Miriadon's problem is you need Pokemon Violet, or you need to know somebody that has Pokemon Violet that is willing to trade you a Miriadon. So half of the players probably watching this don't have access to Miriadon because they bought Pokemon Scarlet. For Bellibolt, if somebody else isn't reflecting, you're going to start off with Reflecting, and then you're going to start off Acid Spraying. And that's going to help other special Pokemon do more damage to Decidueye. You can get your health back with Parabolic Charge. And the most important thing here is Chilling Water. So when the shield goes up, Decidueye will reset stats, and then at that point, Decidueye will Sword Stance. And if you're having trouble with the raid, it's probably because of this part. When Decidueye uses Swords Dance, it increases its attack by +2, and it does a lot of damage. And Decidueye likes to attack multiple times in a row. If you are not a Bellibolt user, because Bellibolt is mostly support, what you want to do is you want to heal or defense cheer through this part of the raid. So Bellibolt needs to stop what they're doing, and they need to Chilling Water at least twice. If there's 2 Bellibolts in the raid, even better, because both can Chilling Water, and then maybe a third Chilling Water, because we want to bring it from +2 to 0 or to -1. We want to get rid of that Sword Stance, because that's what's going to cause the raid to fall apart. This is going to be the same if there's a Pokemon with Nasty Plot in the future. In that case, we're going to use like Snarl. But Nasty Plot and Swords Dance are 2 incredibly powerful moves and can cause the entire raid to fall apart when this happens. Now, because Bellibolt is support and it's using Chilling Water, other Pokemon need to heal and wait through that. Or if you're bringing another Pokemon, even like Iron Hands, just stop what you're doing and just heal. There's no need to like rush damage or anything. We need to let the Bellibolt bring down the attack because we can't use Taunt to stop the Swords Dance. Shield is up. We don't need to like fish for damage right now. We just have to, if you've ever played an MMO, there's usually like a damage check. There's usually something where a big spike of damage is about to come through. This is that big spike of damage. Swords Dance and Nasty Plot are incredibly powerful. So again, if you're the Bellibolt, you drop everything and you go to Chilling Water. If you're not a Bellibolt, even Nuzzle is really great if you're running like a Toxtricity with Nuzzle. If you're running anything else, Heal Cheer is great. It's okay to overdo the Heal Cheers because there's going to be a lot of damage really quick from Decidueye. If Defense Cheer has worn off, Defense Cheer. So we just want to get through that damage spike. Like I said, I completed 30 raids, probably failed 3 or 4. And the failure of the raids was at this part where I'm trying to do Chilling Water and no one is healing and everyone's just attacking. One person took a second to Heal Cheer, we would have been okay. Oh, also, if you're playing complete support with Bellibolt and you're not hitting Parabolic Charge a lot, you can put Light Clay on Bellibolt as well. That's good too. Finally, Ampharos. I actually changed Magnet to Light Clay for the exact reason that I wasn't attacking that often. But this is the moveset: Discharge, Cotton Guard, Reflect, and Helping Hand. I think it's really great if the Ampharos reflects just so that the Bellibolt can start acid spraying right away. There is a specific turn order here. So Decidueye will always clear your stats on turn 2. So you don't want to Cotton Guard right away. Cotton Guard will make Ampharos pretty close to invincible because it gives Ampharos a +3 in defense. You have to wait till after that stat reset. So actually what I would recommend for an opener for Ampharos would be Defense Cheer, Reflect, Cotton Guard, and then Discharge. Discharge has a 30% chance to paralyze. That's why we're picking it over Thunderbolt. You don't need to really fish for a crazy amount of damage with Ampharos. But the key here is Helping Hand. And I've actually seen people use Helping Hand wrong. That's why I want to make this video of like how to pilot these Pokemon. Helping Handing when a shield is up and when that Pokemon is not Terra'd isn't really going to do much. The shield is only going to accept about 10% of the damage. That's why you do chip damage to a shield. What I would recommend now, as soon as a Pokemon Terras, like a Bellibolt or a Miriadon, 100% Helping Hand that. Because not only is it going to do more than 10%, it's going to do 75% damage to the shield. The Helping Hand's going to stack on top of that. What I would recommend is you're better off fishing for the paralysis with Discharge than you are to Helping Hand a non-Terra Pokemon when shield is up. So again, Ampharos is going to be like hard defenses. It's going to be Defense Cheer, Reflect, Cotton Guard. You're good. And at that point, you're either going to Discharge or you're going to Heal Cheer. Because you want to keep other Pokemon alive, right? If Miriadon dies or if Bellibolt dies and other Pokemon start to die, I can't stress enough how important and how great and how beneficial Heal Cheering is. You can Helping Hand before the shield or after the shield, but only Helping Hand when that Pokemon is terrestrialized to get the most out of it. And I think that's it. So again, there are more raid builds. Rotom Fan is really good. Toxtricity is really good. If you're a Toxtricity player, start off with a Nuzzle and then switch to Acid Spray. If you would like to solo the raids, Bellibolt and Miriadon both have solo capabilities. But if you want to play with other people, you and your significant other, one wants to use Miriadon, one wants to use Bellibolt. If 2 Bellibolts want to show up, heck, I've done it with 4 Bellibolts, immensely successful. There are a lot of different combinations. And so I'm pretty proud of these raid builds because they work so well together. They're so much fun to use. yeah, if you decide to grind out Decidueye all weekend or all next weekend, you have some variety, so you're not just doing the same thing over and over. And shout out to my Twitch community. They're really great. They helped. Like I said, we did over 30 successful raids. Got a variety of different people through. I will also say, I guess I'm really glad we didn't lean into the ice Pokemon or a Pokemon like Kingambit, because there was a small chance that the Decidueye could learn Low Kick, and it has Low Kick. And Swords Dance Low Kick would be very devastating to those Pokemon. So to all you ice people out there, hopefully you got through. I'm sure you did. Anyways, if you need help, come over to Twitch. We'll help you out. But yeah, we'll do the same thing for the next raid builds. So whatever Pokemon that will be, we'll build some Pokemon. So we always build worst case scenario. Worst case scenario here was Swords Dance or Nasty Plot, and it's cool that these Pokemon were able to work out. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.